has it been confirmed? Is quad pixel autofocus coming to the Canon EOS R1 as well as the Canon EOS R5 Mark II? We've got several patent filings on quad pixel autofocus, and now we have multiple sources stating or at least alluding to the fact that the Canon EOS R1 is being tested in the field with quad pixel autofocus. Want to know more? Then stick around after this short message. But first, subscribe to this channel for a chance to win a Canon EOS R5. I'll be giving one away to one lucky subscriber once this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers. Anyone above the age of 18 with a valid mailing address is eligible. Additional terms and conditions are linked in the description down below. According to the Camera Insider, a select few dealers have been briefed on a few core specifications of two upcoming cameras. Look for more information to emerge in the coming weeks and months leading up to the anticipated announcement in February. And if you read closely at the Camera Insider story, they actually don't come out and say that it's going to be in the Canon EOS R1. In fact, when it comes to the Canon EOS R5, this is what the Camera Insider actually has to say. While there's a strong likelihood that quad pixel autofocus is being featured in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, confirmation on this aspect is not as concrete at the moment. And earlier this morning, Canon Rumors also picked up on the story, but we've been largely quiet on the matter because the information doesn't appear to be validated as yet. Canon Rumors says as much, saying, "We've been unable to confirm this information ourselves, but we think it's highly likely to happen, and we'd be surprised if both the Canon EOS R1 and the EOS R5 Mark II sensors aren't quad pixel autofocus capable." But now it's time to do a bit of a reality check. There are several autofocus patents that actually deal with quad pixel autofocus patent applications filed by Canon. Specifically, 2022-2383, which was filed all the way back in 2020 and then updated in 2022. And more recently, patent application 2023-167634. It's clear that Canon has spent considerable time on innovating, at least researching and developing this technology. But we haven't received any validation as yet, at least nothing credible from credible sources. And as I stated when I covered that earlier patent filing back in 2020, the 2020-2383, I did say that I think it's highly likely that this technology will make it all the way to the Canon EOS R1 or even the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. But here today, we haven't received any validation. And one of the reasons why I didn't put out a story this weekend, which I certainly would have loved to, well, there wasn't any validation. And when I looked over that story by the Camera Insider, they weren't really specific on that it was going to be in the Canon EOS R1 and that it was going to be in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. What the Camera Insider more or less put out was an opinion piece, and generally I don't like putting out stories that cover other people's opinion. I like to deal with facts as much as possible. I want to deal with something that says, yes, we have confirmed from sources, we have multiple sources telling us that this technology is going to be in the Canon EOS R1 and it is going to be in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. Okay, so we've covered off the uncertainty of quad pixel autofocus, but what does it mean? What does this technology actually do? I mean, forget what it is, but what are the results that we can expect from quad pixel autofocus in the Canon EOS R1 as well as the Canon EOS R5 Mark II? Well, both of these patents boil down to one thing, and that's accuracy. That's accuracy when shooting not just landscapes, but more specifically when shooting, well, off kilter, either diagonally or in portrait mode or any other combination where you're being creative and you're adjusting the position of the camera. Well, that's where quad pixel autofocus really comes in to help you get the shot more times than not. And we think it's highly likely that the Canon EOS R1 will have this technology. We have several patents and we already have it in this camera here, the OM System OM1, a camera that was announced and released back in early 2022. So the technology is proven and does work. So all the stars are lined up on this one. We have patent applications, multiple patent applications filed by Canon. We actually have the technology in an existing camera from about 2 years ago, the OM System OM1. So it's highly plausible we will see this technology at least in the Canon EOS R1 and most likely in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. But the main reason I didn't go out with the story this weekend talking about what the Camera Insider had put out, I just didn't feel like there was enough information there that there was anything from multiple or even a single credible source. It felt more like an opinion piece, and I don't really want to do stories on opinion pieces. For me to be able to put out a video, I need to add value to the conversation. I need to provide you with a different viewpoint, or at least come up with something to either validate or counter some of the statements being made. And I just didn't feel like, well, I felt like there was too much wiggle room there to be able to do anything. But when Canon Rumors reported on it this morning, and they're also saying that it's not validated, now we've got multiple different viewpoints into this. Well, we have a whole bunch of evidence over here with Canon patent filing applications. We don't have anything over here in terms of validation, nothing from Canon Rumors, and even what the Camera Insider has said is, while there's a strong likelihood of quad-pixel autofocus being featured in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, confirmation on this aspect is not as concrete at the moment. See, there you go. Not as concrete at the moment. And, well, this is interesting. Now, this story is wrapping up, but stay tuned until tomorrow. I think I might have something really interesting. I'm trying to validate a story, and I haven't been able to do it yet. This is leading us in the right direction. But anyhow, if you're looking at purchasing new camera gear at Canon Rumors, if you're looking at purchasing new camera gear at Adorama, B&H, and Amazon.com, then please consider using my affiliate links down below right here, because they really do help this channel grow. I get a small commission back from any purchase you make, and that goes to funding this channel and helping me purchase new gear. And I want to say a special thanks to everybody that helped me out over the Black Friday weekend. Commission sales were very good through the affiliate links, and I can guarantee you right now that I'll be able to purchase the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, the Canon EOS R1, as well as a 200 to 800 millimeter, and a few other lenses if we get something interesting like the 35mm f1.4 or 1.3, or the 1.2, or some other lenses. Sorry, it's early in the morning here. I just woke up. It's around 5 o'clock, and I'm still, as you can tell, waking up here. I'm saying things. Hopefully I haven't made any other mistakes in this video, which means as I go upstairs and start editing, I'll have to come back down here and reshoot certain parts, or at least reshoot the audio, and then try to find a way to dub it in. It's not the first time that happens. Sometimes I want to say things, but my mouth says something else. Do you ever have that happen? It's really strange. But anyhow, thank you very much to everybody that used my affiliate links over the Black Friday long weekend. And actually, here we are on Cyber Monday. And what you might notice on Cyber Monday is there are slightly different deals than you might see on Friday, and even better deals. For some odd reason, I've seen storage and actually tripods have better deals starting on Sunday and Monday than on Friday and Saturday. So please use my affiliate links. It doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you anything extra. You don't see a different price. Just use these affiliate links down below. And if you take a look at the subscriber count on this channel here, I'm just a few hundred away from 50,000, if you can believe that. So please go ahead and punch that subscribe button. But thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great week. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have more stories breaking this week. I've been doing some research. I've got some really great stories at the top of my head, but I'm waiting for validation on some things, and it's really frustrating because I wanted to put the story out early morning Black Friday, but I didn't have the validation I was looking for. And I've had this in the past where somebody brings me something almost too good to be true, and I publish it, and it turned out to be not so correct. So that's what I'm waiting for here. But hopefully tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning at the latest, we'll have something really spectacular for you. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for dialing in or tuning in. We'll see you again soon.